Alright, what is this drama? Doublelift talks to Dodo, then Doublelift responds, and then Doublelift responds again.
LCK Spring 2024.
What did Doublelift say?
You know, Steve, the CEO, is like trying to see if it's possible to assemble Exodia. And like I talked to Dodo, and he seemed kind of interested, but there's no action. And okay, so fast forward, basically, here's like the meat of the story. So basically, Dodo eventually gets on call with Jojo and tells him that the only, like, Jojo asks about me. And he's like, yeah, what about Doublelift? Because at no point during the talk did Dodo mention that I was going to be part of the team, potentially. And then Dodo says, the only way that we would get Doublelift is if I'm not on the team anymore. We're not getting him. There's no way. And and then Jojo's like, whoa, that's weird. That like doesn't track with like any of the stuff that's, you know, being told to me. It's just crazy. And so like my read on it is like Dodo hated me all.
And then Dodo said, I don't like sharing private information, but I just want to make sure wrong information isn't spread. I was in conversations with Jojo since September. I had more than 6 or 7 conversations with him. There was a lot of different roster situations with different players. Jojo chose C9 because he wanted to play with Berserker. And that was his top priority. Doublelift wanted to play with Jojo only, and it just didn't work out. I also had chats with Doublelift in the off-season. But things just didn't work out in the end. Bro, just didn't work out. It's such a cop-out answer. Disappointing that Doublelift decided to share wrong information, saying that I changed stories to Steve and block stuff.
Subreddit? Alright, let's see what new lies are coming up today. Let's take a look. Let us take a look. A lot of different roster additions with different players. Jojo ultimately chose C9 because he wanted to play with Berserker. That was his top priority. DL wanted to play with Jojo only. It did not work out in the end. I also had chats with DL.
We haven't had drama for quite a while. Let's just see what it's about.
A few times in the offseason.
We like a little bit of drama now and then.
Just disappointing.
We haven't had drama for a long time.
Saying I changed stories to Steve and block stuff.
Yo, get the
Steve and I
popcorn
worked
up.
together all offseason, and we were transparent with each other during the process.
Yo, say something.
Track with the apology that he sent me, that I'm looking at right now. I mean, it would be no, I'm not gonna post his private apology to me. Yeah.
Bro, Lena's like convincing him to leak.
I gotta go in now and post his private apology to me. I mean, he can't delete it. It's too late. He sent this on November 4th, so it's like 4 months ago. Really? All right, I have a conversation.
Instigating Lena.
Anyways, guys, let me just tell you that when Steve found out about this, he said, "Oh shit, that's not good." And then, I don't think that him and Dodo were on the same team during the entire offseason. I tell you that much. And also, him saying that they were going after Jojo aggressively the entire offseason, which was like me and Steve's sort of like option A, is the best way to put it. Completely wrong, because I was in contact with Jojo's agent the entire time, and he said, message Dodo, he didn't get back to me. Message Dodo, he didn't get back to me. Message Dodo, he didn't get back to me. Yo, this is the last call. We're gonna join.
No DMs leaked.
C9 is going to sign Jojo literally in the next 24 hours. If TL doesn't give me a response, like, I'm gonna have no choice. That's the way that it went. And as for all the receipts, you know, posting the receipts, seems like I'm gonna get involved with a lot of people in that. So
show the receipts. Show the receipts. You can't just tease us.
Just the apology. One sec.
Show us the facts. Show us the facts. Show us the facts. No one gives a shit, but like, I wanna see, yo, I wanna see Dodo's response now.
Let's see, right? Yo.
Hey Peter, I heard from Steve that you heard my conversation with Jojo regarding you in the past few days. I want to apologize to you. These conversations were definitely unprofessional, and I feel bad talking about it like that behind your back. It was in just a moment where Jojo reached out to me worried that we were going for you instead of Berserker, and I acted in a way to convince Jojo at that moment. But still, I shouldn't have said something like that, and I'm really sorry. I still very much respect you as a player and a friend. Sorry. Bro, what is that message? That's coming from a GM? Dude, I'm really sorry that I convinced someone not to join the team. Convinced someone to not want you in the team. Yeah, I actually like flamed you like fuck and told him that you were trash or something, so he agreed with me to not get you on the team. But I'm sorry about that, and yeah, it sucks you don't have a job.
Peter, I hate something like, if you respected them as a player and a friend, is that compatible, or is that just like being two-faced?
That's
I think Dodo may have forgotten that he sent me that message. So let's go back to his original statement over here.
That's called being a rat.
Something weird to get ahead. I just don't think it's worth the risk because Barrel is
Okay.
insane when he has money.
A little bit of drama in the morning
I
never
would
hurt
agree. I
anyone.
actually
A
think
little bit of
empowering
sprinkle.
Barrel is a very dangerous.
Gen.G really did to T1 what they did to KT. Oh yeah, they fucked KT really hard, didn't they? I forgot about that. Wow, Gen.G actually just murdered KT and T1. How T1 look like against other teams internationally? How T1 look like against Gen.G? That's not fair. Bro's a great team. What the fuck? Bro's a great team. I met the Rat King himself today. Oh, that's not my best angle, but I was streaming. That was yesterday. What are the comments? What are you guys writing? Did he give you a quest? I know it. Which one is more true? T1 looks internationally, T1 looks domestically? How Gen.G looks domestically, how Gen.G looks internationally? What? I don't understand this one. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Shouldn't this be swapped? Wait, no, it doesn't make sense. This one makes no sense. I get what you're trying to do here, you know. Gen.G domestically looks like T1 and they beat everyone. Internationally, Gen.G look like Gen.G, so they're trash. But internationally, what T1 looks like Gen.G, but Gen.G suck internationally. DK and KT next 3 matches. KT is against Nongshim Bro DRX. T1's against Fearx. T1... No, KT is going to lose to DRX. I'm calling it right now. And Damon's going to beat Gen.G. You heard it here first. Little pup. Gen.G headquarters if they face T1 every game. Why LEC pre-recorded draft didn't work? Bro, I don't want to go on about this pre-recorded draft thing again. Also, this take where people say Cage will never complain about it during the LCS co-streams. The reason I didn't complain about it in the first place was because for me as a viewer, co-streamer, it was actually faster, so it was better. But when pro players start to complain that it's unfair and they want it changed, then I will always side with the pro players because my viewing experience is not top priority. Competitive integrity is top priority, right? Like them having competition that isn't fucking hindered by counterpicking someone and then them practicing that matchup for 10 minutes before the game starts, right? I like pre-recorded drafts. It's great. I don't have to be in the studio longer. I can watch LCS. It takes less time to watch LCS. It's not as tiring. Great. I finish earlier. But if pro players are going to sit there and say it's fucking horrible, we hate it, then obviously what I want is completely irrelevant and I'll stand up for them, right? Like, of course, if the pro players don't want this, then I think they should be the ones to decide whether it should happen or not, personally. I don't think it should be the broadcast to decide that they want a shorter broadcast. If the pro players think it's trash and it hurts their competitive integrity, then fucking go back to what it was for the last 14 years. Why do we have to all of a sudden swap? And then the people that say this is only for regular season, when playoffs comes back, they'll go back to live draft. It's like, well, then why the fuck are we doing the first 3 weeks like this anyway? If anything, this is worse because the first 3 weeks of best of one are the whole way for you to get into playoffs, right? And if you're playing cheese picks in best of ones, or you're playing like matchups in best of ones that you've been practicing, and then they get exposed to people pre-practicing against those matchups in a best of one, then you can't win as easily with your surprise counter picks and shit like that, or your draft or your matchups. So why are we doing it for the first 3 weeks and not the next 6 weeks or whatever? Like the logic applies to both sides. It's fine. It's coming. It's gonna go back to normal in playoffs. Yeah. Well, why the fuck are we doing it in the regular season anyway? Like that even makes less sense why we're doing it in the regular season. What's the point then? It's not gonna fix anything for transition time in playoffs and shit. Anyway. W take L haircut. Okay, good one. Hoopu community rating. Wow, Jesus Christ, they went in on T1, didn't they? 9.6 for Chovy. With a recent lost T1 roster now has an 8-8 series record against Gen.G. Really? They started off very dominant, winning the first 8 series against them, but Gen.G has had their number recently, winning 5 in a row. The FlyQuest Dynamic, Knight's Vow, Wide Whippo.
디스코드 들어가야 되나? 디스코드 이거 시장통인데 딱 봐도.
뭐야 사장님 소리 들리는데? 아 사장님 아니야. 가짜야 가짜. 음성 먼저. 기술 많이 좋아졌네. 사장님 내가 아침 먹어? 봐봐. 진짜 아니라니까. 이 소통이야 내 소통이.
우자 뭐라고?
사장님 내가 아침 뭐 먹어?
Sorry, I don't understand Korean.
내 아침 먹어?
Sorry, I don't understand Korean.
발음 좀 아쉬운데?
Polonia Caramola.
Vamos!
Vamos.
Are you?
That's not faker. Okay, good one. Good link. I can't believe there are people like this. Yeah, we saw that. How good is Kenyon? He has his own song by Gumiyushi. What? Gumiyushi sang Kenyon a song?
캐니언 바텀 오지마 캐니언 바텀 오지마 캐니언 바텀 오지마 캐니언 바텀 오지마 캐니언 바텀 오지마송 캐니언 바텀 오지마 캐니언 탑도 가지마
Kenyon, please stay still.
캐니언 캐리 하지마 캐니언 가만히 좀 있어
Pedro 2 monitors tall confirmed. I'm not 2 monitors tall. That's perspective.